Hey guys, and welcome back to Link's Awakening Speedrun Glitchless tutorial. Today, we are taking on Catfish Maw. And this dungeon is decently straightforward. The boss is what usually gives people grief. Now this room, you want to try and kill... Alright, I guess I got a piece of power there. I like to try and kill that helmet sword thing as fast as possible. Basically, because the keys move around randomly, it's kind of a split decision on what you like to do. I like to try and dash in the middle here, hopefully, because he usually stands about here. Hopefully that's where I can hit him and finish him off. It takes 2 hits, but if you do the dash, then he dies right away. And that's just a matter of cleaning up the keys the best you can. This room we have literally nothing to do with, so we just hop over that. This room is pretty cool. Hop off the edge of that there rock, hop on over this rock, dash and jump at the end, and that's all you gotta do. Now you should still have your ocarina with Mambo's Mambo put on, and all we need to do, now these guys, actually let's show off how these guys work. They will throw a bone, oh that's not a very good example. They will throw a bone every time you make them jump back. But if you don't attack them, then they just try to hit you, or they'll just like run into you. So that's kind of annoying as well. You just do nothing. They'll just walk into you. So they're kind of, they suck. But then we have a key drop down when you push those in, and then we want to use Mambo's Mambo. Now the difference between using Mambo's Mambo and reloading in a dungeon is if you reload in a dungeon, any switches or anything that you've pushed will reset, whereas Mambo's Mambo will not. That actually becomes important. I don't think in Dungeon 7, definitely in Dungeon 8. So this room is a kill everything room. I like to try and kill at least a few of them with a spin attack. And then we need to throw on our bomb. Now we're going to have a mini boss here that we do 4 times. Basically this dungeon is do this mini boss 4 times, get the item, and then go and kill the boss. So I like to drop a bomb first, and then hit him right when he's bringing his hand back. The bomb will send him in whatever direction. It's kind of hard to figure out which way he's really going to go until you get used to where the sword slash puts him. I got a little bit close there, got hit by the bomb, which is if you need hearts. There's always guaranteed hearts there, and then 2 bombs. We don't need it, but it's there if you need them. With this particular route, the bomb count is fine. There's no reason why it should be an issue. So this is just some simple pathing. Basically trying to hit this switch, because we need to go into here and fight him again. This dungeon is kind of repetitious. There we go. So I know that's going to send him this way, so I can put a bomb down quicker. Oh, I thought that was going to send him a little bit more down, to be honest. And it's 3 bombs. I keep thinking it's 4, but it's 3 bombs. So on the 3rd bomb, after you lay it down, you can actually make your way towards the door. Pretty simple stuff. Now this next bit, lots of people like to hop over to the left there. I apparently am inept at being able to do something as simple as hopping over a hole, so I end up just going that way. Now this room, if you're quick enough, you won't get hit by that. Actually, I'll try and do it in the actual split. I like to walk in, slash, pick up, and then push. And then you can slash and jump over that guy just in the nick of time. It's pretty tight, and if you mess something up, then that's it. But it's pretty swaggy feeling. So again, same thing with this guy. Drop a bomb, slash him. Drop a bomb, slash him. Mini boss actually just feels really slow. I'm not gonna lie. And maybe it's just the fact that we do it 4 times. 4 times? 3 times. Yeah, because that's 3 and we have 1 more to do. But now we're going to reload. All that's to the left of us is the map or the compass, something like that. Something we don't need. Money's not an issue anymore for this run. Hop on over. Oh, crap. Make sure you don't bonk. Actually, you're probably better off not holding forward inside that room just to get your dash going so that you don't clank off of one of their heads. Again, if you need hearts, you could probably find some in here. These things it's better if you put yourself into critical, because we've learned before that if you're in critical hearts, you actually have a higher heart rate drop, or heart drop rate. There we go. And then those crystals will drop them like mad. So if you're not 100% on dropping the bomb and then stabbing him on the first try, you don't lose a lot of time by waiting for him, slash him, and then drop the bomb. That still works perfectly fine as well. And then after that, you can get yourself into a nice little cycle. But now we get our hook shot. And once again, we're just going to reload back to the beginning. This is a dungeon where I think we do this 4 times. So we've done it twice. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we only do it 3 times. And then there's the Mambo's Mambo. So if you can get your dashes right here, you can get through these rooms pretty quick. Again, if you need more hearts or anything like that, you can just get the guaranteed heart. Pick up some bombs if you so need. And then this time, we're dipping off to the left. We're basically just picking up the boss key, and off to the races we go. Now, the big important thing about this dungeon, which I won't be able to do in my split because everything's just all kind of messed up or whatever else, but is you try to manipulate your death counts for a piece of power right before the boss. You get that piece of power right before the boss, you can probably single cycle them, assuming the RNG is right. Because this boss is probably the most RNG dependent. Oh, actually, let me go over this for a sec. I just realized I was just kind of doing stuff. So here, you like to hop over, and then you can shoot at an angle, and then you get your key nice and quick. But the boss is pretty RNG. You'll see when we get to it more, but so if you have the piece of power, the RNG will matter less, especially if you get even relatively okay RNG, not even like the greatest RNG, but just relatively okay RNG where you can, oh look, there's my piece of power. Totally wasn't counting, by the way. If we got this a little bit later, we would have been able to do well. Actually, this might be better without the piece of power, because we'll go with the assumption that we're not getting piece of power manipulations quite yet. But if you do get it, and you're paying attention to it, we've gone over the formula before, then it just makes this so much easier. So we just need to kill these 3 guys. If you need a fairy, you can hit that guy up. Hey. And we're coming up to a thing that might take a little bit of practice. Off. Okay, still off-screened him. Dang it, not really. Okay. Let's do this again. Let's do this again. So what we want to do here, run around him, run over to here, and what we're aiming to do is to aim for the far top right block. That guy right up there. But we're only able to aim in the 8 directions, except we have the skewing trick, which means we can actually change our angles by slightly changing our stick. Like this isn't one of the angles. This is a completely different angle. You can actually, I believe you can get all 360-degree angle. So this is where it's going to take a little bit of practice. You should be able to get it from this corner. It is easier not on a GameCube controller, but I still prefer a GameCube. Ooh, this is a little sketch. Yeah. Luckily, if you fall, you still keep your angle. So I've practiced that a lot. I still don't get it on my first try, and most of the time. It's either I nail it and I get it, or it's like, man, we're just going to struggle on this for a good 10-15 seconds. But now here comes the boss. Basically, he pops out on one of the 4 corners while this thing is swinging around, so you have to avoid this thing. Hope that he is far away from you so you can pull him out further and stab at him in a... If you have the right rhythm, you can actually stab at him quite a few times. So, like that. That's... if I stayed over here, I would have been fine, but you just... can't really know that. Frick. Okay, so this is good. This is good. So this is the time you kind of want. Oh, I messed it up. But you can continuously hit him far in. If I had a piece of power, he would probably be dead. And there is one other thing that he does, where, and it might even happen in my split too, we'll see, where he comes out completely, but he doesn't have a hitbox to hit. Then that means that you just have to run away from him. He's gonna explode eventually. I don't think I'm pretty sure the centerpiece doesn't move, but he'll just be sporadically moving around. You just have to try and stay away from him, which is a little bit hard because we move as slow as molasses. You can get those dashes in, but if he hits you, then now he's just really close to you and all that. But that's just, he's kind of a learning experience boss. It'll take some practice. This is a dungeon that I think requires a decent amount of practice. There's some good movement in there. The mini boss can be hard to nail down quick, as well as the skewing, and then the boss, and adding piece of power manipulation on top of all of that. But we're gonna head into the real-time split. Good luck, guys, and happy grinding.